Hey guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So today I'm going to do literally my last show on Super Rugby for 2018. So I'm going to do the players who I think are probably the MVPs or probably the best players for the specific conferences or for their countries. So I've selected 3 main players and then a few honourable mentions for all of those. But please, guys, give us your opinion on who you think is probably the best player or the most the MVP of the season. I know it's not normally always the same player, but I'm just gonna do it the way that I see it. I'm going to start off with New Zealand. I think from the New Zealand conference there's some excellent players. But I'd probably say that my player of the year is Richie Mo'unga. I know that a lot of places, especially for the team, the Super Rugby team of the year, Damon McKenzie was chosen. But I still feel that Richie Mo'unga he's the perfect 10. He's had a great season. I think I feel he's the future. I think he's absolutely an incredible player. After that, probably I've got George Bridge. I thought has a great season, same as Damien McKenzie. So I'd say that those 3 players, but still, Richie Mo'unga is my player of the season from New Zealand. From Argentina, I'd probably say Pablo Matera. I think it's great that he's now the captain. He's starting to lead from the front. I just think he's an exceptional player. He's got a high work ethic, and I think he's probably the most valuable player in Argentina at the moment. I know there's Creedy, but he's just always been rock solid. Buffetti's also been playing really well. But for me, Pablo Matera is the player of the year, or probably their MVP. From Australia, I've got Naiyaravoro. Sorry, my pronunciation might be a bit off. I'd still exceptional wing. He's got incredible run meters. I just think he's probably one of the best finishers in the competition. I know we've got Israel Folau and Beale, and all those are great players, but Murphy, also number 8, had an exceptional season. But for me, Naiyaravoro is probably the player. For me, is the player of the season. From South Africa, I'd probably have to go with Malcolm Marx. And it's quite strange that he's the only forward that's been chosen out of all these sides. Out of all of them. So I'd say Malcolm Marx is probably South Africa's MVP or most valuable player. After that, I've gone with pretty much breakout stars. Afia Dewanti, I also think had an exceptional season. Warwick Galant, also incredible. So yeah, those are my players of the year. So my 4 players from the various countries are Richie Mo'unga from New Zealand, Pablo Matera from Argentina, Naiyaravoro from Australia, and Malcolm Marx from South Africa. But listen, guys, what do you guys think? Please put your comments down below. Like I said, this is going to be the last video on Super Rugby. Actually, before I continue, I've obviously just read in the news that John Mitchell is leaving the Bulls and going across to England. Now, normally I wouldn't feel bad for any team, especially if a coach wants to go to a national side or something like that. But I have a special place for the Bulls, so it's a little bit frustrating that we've had a whole year of building, and I've given the Bulls pretty much a free pass for this year, and now we're going to obviously get a new coach, and then we're going to go through another building phase, which I think is highly frustrating. The players that are in the mix that they've been talking about, they're talking about new coaches, Fourie Dupree or Victor Matfield. I'm a bit concerned about those 2 because they don't really have coaching experience at the moment. The other ones would be Jimmy Stonehouse. I think he's playing in Japan not playing, coaching in Japan, and then John Dobson from Western Province. So both of those are really good, but they don't have previous Super Rugby experience. But I don't know. I don't know. I just have a feeling that maybe they should try something completely different. I know I've been looking around at some of the good Gary Gold, he's just joined the USA, so it might be an option for that they could select for. But he's might not be looking for this kind of position. Maybe go for Johan van Graan. I know that he's just joined Munster, but he might be a good, and I know his dad is leaving as CEO of the Bulls. He might also be a good choice. Maybe go completely left field and look at somebody like Neil Powell. I'm not saying that I think he's much better where he is with the 7th, but it's like try to think out of the box. Then maybe if you wanted to go internationally, maybe start looking. I know I was looking at the coaches who've been overseas for quite a while, who've done Super Rugby, done quite a few things. I know Robbie Deans has been in Japan for quite a while. I'm not sure that he might be a perfect fit, but that's the kind of selection they should be looking for to replace John Mitchell. But yeah, I'm highly disappointed that he's going. I was a bit angry, but I can't besmirch the guy. I know he is getting international coaching experience. He's got a lot of experience, but yeah, it just feels. I don't want to go through another year of building. It just seems like we always seem to be building, and I'm tired of it. But yeah, that was my last Super Rugby video of the season. There probably won't be any more for the season. But please, guys, put your comments down below on who you think would be your MVPs of the year. And cheers, guys. I know I've got the Rugby Championship come up, and I've got videos planned for that. I'm also trying to decide if I should do Curry Cup or if I should do Pro 14. I know they happen at the same time. I've got to put my attention on one or the other. But if I do Curry Cup, then there's a bit of a break in November, and then I have September. If I do Pro 14, which is a super long competition, it does overlap with Super Rugby, I think, at the beginning of the season, beginning of the year. So yeah, it's something I'll give me a week or two to figure it out. I always do the highlights, but I'm just trying to decide which comp I should follow. Should I be quite local, or should I start following Pro 14? But listen, guys, please put your thoughts down below on MVP, and chat to you guys soon. Cheers. Bye.